Hello Aries, I'm just going to do a general reading today um, to see what you need to know this week. Just bear in mind that it is going to be a general reading, so it may or may not resonate. I got a new deck of cards, so I'm just learning this about this deck too, like getting to know it a bit more. I'm just going to put that down there so that I've got more room. And I really need to get like a better setup at some point, I feel like, because I'm just not very comfortable sat here on the floor. But for now, it is what it is. I could do with like sitting on a chair at a table. Right, let's get into your reading and stop going on about myself. So I'm going to pick a Moonology card for you. I'm going to put all of this, these boxes and stuff. Yeah, so for Oracle today, we're going to be using the Moon Oracle deck, the Moonology Oracle deck. And then I'll jump into the tarot. I might be a bit fidgety because I'm really uncomfortable on the floor. Okay, what does Aries need to know this week? What does Aries need to know this week? Also, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull cards and then I will talk about the messages that are coming through, and then I will clarify if I feel the need to clarify. What does Aries need to know this week? What does Aries need to know this week? What does Aries need to know this week? This one's popping out. Okay. The answers you need are coming. Sorry, I just want to like put you in a better position. The answers you need are coming. So there may be something currently that you're feeling a little like unclear on. Let's have a look in the book and see what it says, because I think it's always nice for you to get clarity on what the card actually means. This card is a reminder that it's important to speak your truth, but remember that your words have consequences and impact your listener. Right now, you need to guard against indiscretion. The answers you need may well come soon. The issue you're facing could well be one or a few conversations away from being resolved. If you're inquiring about a love situation, a little flirting may be called for. If you're in the middle of an argument, this card comes to you as a reminder of the old, very non-Gemini message, least said, soonest mended. It's good to talk, but be careful you aren't causing yourself any issues with your words. Words have enormous power. As metaphysician Florence Scovel Shinn put it, your word is your wand. You create magic and your own reality every time you express yourself. So let's see what comes out in the tarot. Like I say, I'm going to pull cards and then we'll talk about the messages. What does Aries need to know this week? What does Aries need to know this week? So we have got the Five of Pentacles. Oh wow, that one flicked out. We have got the Emperor in reverse. There's always like hairs on this poof. What does Aries need to know? We've got the Ten of Wands. What does Aries need to know? The Hierophant. The Three of Wands. And the Star. Okay, so currently it's looking like you might be feeling a little bit financially burdened and not really currently in your full power, or using like, or doing something to your fullest potential. It looks here like you have been carrying a burden and you're waiting for something to come in, like the results of something to come in. You're very hopeful with this star energy here. I am going to clarify these because, and the Hierophant is here also. So there might be somebody that you're able to turn to that can help you, somebody wise, that can help you with your situation. Let's clarify these. Clarify the Five of Pentacles. Clarify the Five of Pentacles for Aries this week. You've got the Tower in reverse. So it looks like you're resisting some kind of change that needs to take place. Because usually the Tower upright can be a change, a sudden change that is necessary, that needs to take place, but it can be like something that you weren't expecting, or something that is kind of sudden and a shake-up. So with the Five of Pentacles is usually to do with like a lack mindset, usually around finances, but this can also be feeling left out in the cold. There's some resistant energy here with this Tower being in reverse. This could be because you feel like you're lacking knowledge in something, because with the Moonology card being the answers you need are coming, that tells me there's something that you're feeling a little bit confused about or conflicted about. Why is the Emperor in reverse for Aries this week? Why is the Emperor? The Three of Pentacles. So like what I am getting from the Three of Pentacles clarifying the Emperor in reverse. So the Emperor is a person who is very powerful when he is in his upright position. And now, so the Three of Pentacles is usually to do with collaboration and teamwork. But this is feeling like you're resistant to collaborate, in a sense, with this Emperor. Because the Emperor is the leader, right? The Emperor is the one that everyone looks up to. But currently he's in reverse. So he's not feeling like he's in his power. Maybe he's not feeling like he really wants to collaborate or work as a team on something. Clarify the Three of Pentacles with the Emperor. The Knight of Swords. And the Knight of Swords can also be like a really rash energy, like someone who just comes in without a lot of thought behind it, and just comes in and like takes over, in a sense. Let's find out about the Ten of Wands. Clarify the Ten of Wands. The Page of Cups in reverse. I feel like you need to nurture yourself more, because it looks like you're carrying a heavy burden, almost like you're doing lots of things for other people, but pushing yourself aside. And so the quote that's coming through to me is, that you can't pour from an empty cup, and maybe this is why the Emperor is in reverse, is because you feel like you're doing so much for other people, but you're forgetting about yourself. You're not prioritizing yourself. You're not, because you have a list of priorities, but on that list of priorities you should be at the very top. And so the Page of Cups in reverse is coming through as in, I feel like you need to nurture yourself more. This is like a very much, you need to delve deep into some self-love and self-care. Because Page of Cups is an emotional energy, usually a messenger coming through. Something feels blocked because of your lack of ability to really love and nurture yourself. What is the Hierophant? Clarify the Hierophant. Okay, so here we have got the Queen of Cups with Judgment coming out for the Hierophant. Judgment and the Queen of Cups. And for some reason I'm getting the word apology come through. Judgment and the Queen of Cups clarifying the Hierophant. Again, like, I think like you are a very nurturing person, but you need to like wake up to this energy. Maybe it's an apology that you need to give to yourself. It might be that you need to do some inner child work as well. Clarify the Three of Wands. Clarify the Three of Wands. The Moon. So there might be something that is hidden, or that you've hidden from other people, and you're waiting for something to come in. That's something feels hidden with the Moon here, and like you're waiting for something before you reveal, potentially. Clarify the Moon. The Two of Pentacles. And the Two of Pentacles is all about finding balance. You've got a lot on your plate. Usually it is, you've got a lot of on your plate and you're trying to figure out how like you can balance it all. But again, this is like Pentacle energy, and I'm getting a really strong feeling that this could be something to do with finances. Clarify the Star. Clarify the Star. The Star is clarified by the Knight of Pentacles. So this is, the Knight of Pentacles is a slow energy, but he's usually very logic and really considers and thinks about things. And with this Star energy, there's a lot of like hope and healing. I'm still like really strongly getting that some healing needs to take place via the form of self-love and self-care. I'm just going to have a sip of my coffee before it goes cold. So yeah, that is what's coming through. There's a lot of like a need to. It's almost like this is saying you can't move forward with things, and new doors won't open until you what am I trying to say? Until you really love and accept and appreciate yourself. And I think this is what this Tower in reverse could be, is like, because sometimes we can resist we can resist like doing the work on ourselves, even if we know that we need to. And I know this because I've been there myself. And so, what is it I'm trying to say? If we continue to resist that energy, and especially if we know that there is work to be done on ourselves, if we continue to resist that, nothing moves forward. We stay stuck where we are. And with this like Tower in reverse, just hear loads of banging outside. With this Tower in reverse, it's giving you're reluctant to change. You're reluctant to change. You're reluctant to do the work because you know it's going to hurt and there is going to be some healing that needs to be done. But unless we go through this, doors don't open. You keep yourself stuck in a sense. And so, yeah, this is almost like saying, if you actually love and accept and appreciate yourself, and I really feel like this is saying you owe yourself an apology. For some reason, this is just self coming through. That like, until you actually do the work, the answers you need are coming, but the energy feels stagnant because you're holding yourself back. Okay, let me get some advice. What is the advice for Aries this week? Oh my goodness, that was a lot. The Eight of Wands with the Death cards. So again, something needs to change, and something needs to change quickly for you to move forward in the right direction. And here we've got the Page of Wands, the Two of Wands, and the Knight of Cups. So yeah, I feel like you putting that energy back into yourself and letting go of anything that does not serve you, and only put the energy necessary into what am I trying to say? Only put the necessary energy into things that are necessary, and anything else, like, you're allowed to say no to things. Don't be a people pleaser. Something needs to change, and you need to go through some sort of transition, or you're going through a transition. So the Eight of Wands, this could be what's coming. And the Eight of Wands is a very fast energy, and so there is going to be some sort of transformation that is going to lead you down a path, like almost like it's redirecting you onto the path that you're meant to be on. So yeah, that's how I feel. That's what I've got for your reading. I hope that this resonated, and I hope to see you in the next one.